back to my channel today, and we are doing a brand new Sims 4 speed build. And so today I thought I'd try something different because normally I never do face cam ever in my speed builds, but honestly I want to give it a try, see what you think. And if you want to see more of my face in my speed builds, I'll do more of them, but honestly this is more of an experiment, but we'll honestly see how this goes. But I'm very excited for the speed build because I am building the perfect 100 baby challenge home. So if you don't know what the 100 baby challenge is, essentially the challenge really just states in the title itself, have 100 babies in the Sims 4. You can actually use multiple Sims, but you can only have one baby per like Sim. So like you have your matriarch and they have 100 babies, 100 different Sims. It gets kind of crazy overall when you really think about it, but honestly I kind of find it fun to experiment and see what type of kids I get. Maybe a vampire baby, a spellcaster baby, I don't know, maybe a human baby, a mermaid baby. Like you never really know what the outcome will be like until you really see it for yourself. But personally, I find the 100 baby challenge kind of chaotic and weird. Just because like I've done it once, actually no, I've done it twice this time. I've completed it in about a year, and then I did a live stream of it for about a few weeks or so, and I only got up to 25 babies. And honestly, I forgot how hard it was because the last time I did it was 2019, and it was just crazy in itself. So personally, if you want to give it a go, I highly recommend. But for this house, I actually included 4 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, I'm pretty sure, because I wanted to make sure that you had all the things you needed, especially all the activities, especially like, painting, child's table, a bunch of like books and desks for your kids to do their homework or do whatever they need to do. So I added in a big giant like homework activity area where your Sims can again do their homework, do whatever they need to do, chit chat amongst themselves. But personally, I don't know, I feel like there's not really technically a quote unquote perfect suburban home when you really think about it, or a perfect 100 baby challenge. But I think if you have the right necessities, it technically counts as a one all give all type of house. So this is a home that I think your Sims will definitely love. Hopefully you'll like it too. And I don't know, it just feels weird, I don't know. I've never really like done this before. It feels like I'm new to like making videos again, because I never do face cam in my speed build. They always just do like a voiceover where you don't see my face, you just hear my voice. But I don't know, I guess it makes you feel more connected to my videos when you see my face. I don't know. I'm so weird, I don't understand. Because normally what happens is that I tend to like stop and start with voiceovers because I never like my voice anyway. But I think the more that I do it, the more it gets easier it might get. But overall, I think that it's I don't know, an experiment. So we'll hope for the best. We'll try some more in the future. You never know what could happen. But let me tell you, when I was making this house, I was having the most problems with like the landscaping and the roofing on how I was going to make it work, because honestly, all I really build is suburban homes when you really think about it. And I never really know what I want for the roof type because it all depends on how I shape the exterior of the shell and where I'm gonna place like my windows and my doors and all that stuff. But honestly, at the end of the day, I figured it out and it worked pretty well, and I'm very pleased on what it looks like on the outside. Inside, however, it's something. It's definitely something. But as you can see, I'm definitely doing the layout right now, and the layout was pretty interesting. I had a lot of fun experimenting because I didn't really know where I was going to put everything initially. I just kind of winged it and hoped for the best. So honestly, you can kind of see me like fiddling around with everything in the interior with the layout. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I did add in 4 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms. No, I made the downstairs where the stairs are at as a laundry room, and then the upstairs is where the bathrooms are at. Yeah, so there's 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. So it might be a 4 and 4 type of combo. One room has a toddler bed and then like a regular like loft bed. And that's where I kind of designated like the kids area. And then I have one room that's like the master bedroom, and then another room that is more specifically the like teen/kids area for like their beds. So there's 4 different beds, but they're 2 bunk beds with 4 beds, if that makes any sense. So 4 Sims can live in that room. Then you have a toddler/kids room, the master bedroom, and then I added in another like bunk bed, loft bed type of combo in another room. So essentially you can have up to 8 Sims living in this household. So it's like an 8 Sim family home, which is like the generic, you know, household limit anyway in the game. So 8 Sims, 100 baby challenge. You have all the things you really need to succeed. Here are some pro tips. If you ever want to play the 100 baby challenge, I'll have some like tips and tricks down below in the description in case you want to like try it for yourself, because the way I've done it seems quite chaotic and probably untraditional that normally you probably wouldn't do. But I feel like the packs that you might have, you might not necessarily know that you can do this stuff, because the whole objective is that you can't have a job while having 100 babies, because I don't know, that's just in the rules in themselves. But personally, I follow that rule because I find having a job in The Sims kind of boring, and I kind of like being able to earn money like non-traditionally, like painting or woodworking or gardening or pumpkin carving, like anything that can give me money that I don't have to go to a rabbit hole or like interactive with the career, then I'm good. So yeah. But some pro tips, if y'all didn't know. I recommend, if you have Get Famous, I always recommend this every single time. You don't have to be a klepto to do this, but if you have Get Famous and you can go to Del Sol Valley, where the the Orchid a Go-Go, like that general area in that world, there are like stars on the ground, like the Hollywood Del Sol Valley stars. Those things you can actually take for yourself. And I believe there's about 5 of them, I'm pretty sure. And you get about at least 2,500 simoleons or altogether. Each of them are 500 simoleons each, which are 5 of them. So 2,500 simoleons right off the bat, pretty easy. I'm not really sure how long it takes for them to respawn, but the more they respawn, the more money you get. So that's another pro tip if you didn't know. I've done this in my past playthrough and it worked out pretty well for me, even though I didn't do it as for long as I thought I should have. But when I used the video station, I had all my kids and teens basically make videos for my matriarch Sim to make money for the household. So I had the kids, like the children kids, make the videos, and then the teens would edit all the videos because they would gain the skill for the media production skill. And they're allowed to edit because kids originally can only record but not edit them, which is kind of weird to me. But I have the teens do them, have the teens, you know, edit the videos, upload them, do what you got to do. And then technically all the money that they make from those videos go back into the household funds. And it's like, it's a constant, like, you know, like revenue, like money flowing into the household, which I find really cool. So personally, have your kids make videos for a living every single day so you can earn some money. I mean, honestly, the grind never stops. So you pretty much gotta have the kids make the videos, you earn the income, and you move on with your life. So that's another pro tip for your kids and your household to make money non-traditionally. I think also in the rules, it states that you can have the teenagers get a part-time job, but I feel like that's not really, it didn't work for me, because when you have one matriarch sim who's an adult or a young adult or whatever, and you have all these like kids, like a toddler, a baby, children, like all that stuff is a lot going on. So personally, I had all my teens kind of help with, you know, the babies and the toddlers, like helping with their skills and their needs and cooking and cleaning, doing all the things that I did not personally want to do, because I think that's just not for me. I don't have time to cook or clean, not take care of my kids. I feel like a bad parent when I like play the 100 baby challenge, because I don't like children in The Sims because I find them quite annoying, because they take up so much time. But now that teens and kids are like more, I guess, manageable, they're able to like care for themselves more so kids can, because they can grab some chips or some water or some orange juice or whatever out of the fridge, or leftovers if I make some, give or take a few. But when I make food, they can grab the leftovers so they can eat for themselves whenever they please. And I think that with the kids, it takes a while for me to like realize that sometimes they don't always eat their food. So I made sure for this kitchen that I wanted to make sure I had enough sitting space everywhere, like on the island, a little side table on the side, and then the big giant dining room table. So I made sure I did all of that because I wanted to have at least 8 sitting spots, or at least 12. But the, you know, majority 8. So I added in a side table from Tiny Living, and then 2 island chairs or from the kitchen area for your Sims sit. I was gonna add in a TV because normally in my kitchens, I always tend to add in like a small little like TV on the island part, like alt placing it on the island, and your Sims can watch TV that way for like entertainment. But I didn't want to do it for this room because I didn't think it was necessary enough to have it. So I did not include that in there. But I was having the most trouble figuring out this kitchen because I did not know what I wanted. I knew I wanted to make a 100 baby challenge home. I did not want to make it on a big giant lot because I will spend hours. I'm not kidding, hours on the house. So I just did not do that. It's on a 40 by 30 lot in like Newcrest. And I'm putting this in my save file. So you'll see like the chaoticness of 8 Sims living in this household. And you're asking yourself, why are there 8 Sims living in one house? What is going on? What happened? So honestly, you just gotta roll with it. You just gotta roll with it and hope for the best that your game might be more, I guess, chaotic than normal. I haven't figured out who was going to live here yet, because normally what I do for my save file and like my Sims in general or my houses, I always try to figure out who I want to live there, who, like age, stage, and all that stuff. But of course, 1 toddler, and I'm going to say at least 3 children, like 3 kids, and then that's like 4, 2 teens, and that's 6, and then 2 parents. So 2 teens, 3 kids, and 1 toddler, and then 2 parents. I haven't determined what they will be, but I do want to make this like a multi-generational family. It's a blended family where some kids were adopted, some kids were, birthed into the world, some kids were, just there. And I think it's going to be very interesting to see how blended it can be, because the save file for me, I don't want to make it too crazy, but I do want to make it something that you haven't seen before, where I try to intertwine different families that are connected from other worlds. And even though that the save file for the first part is only going to include like Newcrest, Willow Creek, and Oasis Springs, which are the base game worlds, I might still keep like this family, like I'm going to put in here, keep them like they're connected from other Sims in either Oasis Springs or Willow Creek. Because I don't know, I think I like to create chaotic gameplay for myself to spice up my game a little bit more, to see what I can do to make it fun. But I don't know, I think it's going to be pretty interesting to see how it works out in the end. And I'm looking forward to creating that family for you all and like building their backstory and everything and seeing how it all comes together. So hopefully you'll see that video very soon, the Create-a-Sim video. I won't be using any custom content for that family, of course. I will not use any CC for my save file because 1, do not have time to link everything. 2, it's just not necessary for a save file because that's a lot of custom content I can include. Mostly for Create-a-Sim, not build and buy. I don't use any build and buy CC. But can we just say that I literally cannot believe, ever since we got the Dream Home Decorator game pack a couple of days ago, I've been just having the most fun, like chilling out, hanging out with everything, with, I don't know, just like, I don't know, the modular like items and like the couches and the end tables and the coffee tables, like everything from that pack is just like up my alley. I literally just want to be a Sim. I literally just want to be a Sim and live in this house. Well, not this house, it's too much room, but live in the Sims with motherload, free real estate, all the things that our Sims can do that we technically do for our Sims anyway. I personally believe that if I could transform myself and like put myself within the game, that will be a lovely time. Like when you really think about it, what would it be like being a Sim for a whole day? I want to try that theory. I want to see what that's like, because I've seen people do like the 24-hour challenge, or like, I don't know, like being a Sim for 24 hours, where like they look at their Sims gameplay, what their Sim would do in 24 hours, and then we'll have to like replicate that in real life. So that'll be very, very interesting. Ooh, I don't know. I just have so many ideas in my head for like videos, and I just want to do all these things. And I don't know, I think that I'm just pumped to make videos again, because I've been down in the dumps lately these past few days. But now that it's like, June is a new month, we're like half of the year in, it feels good to know that things are starting to pick back up again. I'm becoming more happier and I'm doing great things in the world. So I'm just very excited. Oh, so the other thing about this house, the room that you just saw, I was gonna make that into an office or another bedroom. And I was like, no, let's not do that. At least your Sims can like work out and do what they please in there. So I added in like a workout area. At first it was gonna be an office because it made sense, but I realized that almost in every single room in this house has a desk of some sort. There's no computers besides, I think I included one in one of the bedrooms. I'm pretty sure the one with the two double beds you'll see later in the video, but I think I added in one single computer throughout this entire house. The other ones are just like straight up desk, chair, a book bag, and that's it. But downstairs, I love that room because even though it's like not too crazy and chaotic, I loved how I placed all the desks aligned together and then also putting like different statues from Discovery University on the desk because I think that's kind of cool looking. Especially there's one with Bob Pancakes, and Bob Pancakes is also a mood, and I think he just looks pretty nice on the desk. I thought, it'd be kind of a good addition to the household, of course, but ultimately you can change out the house however you so please. I personally think Bob Pancakes is lovely. What do you all think? Should Bob and Eliza split or stay together? Okay. The other thing, I had this theory for the longest time, where I feel like The Sims 4 has been going on for about almost 8 years now. And we've had Bob and Eliza for like since the start of the game. And every like rendition of the like new packs come out, something about Bob and Eliza change. And around, I think, the 18th anniversary of The Sims 4, or no, The Sims franchise, actually, we got Iggy Pancakes. And so they added a child into the mix. So I'm like, okay, their family's, forever growing, which is nice. And then when we got this game pack, the Dream Home Decorator, the trailer, it was like, okay, Iggy is now a teenager, cool. But then it's like Eliza and Bob's beds are separate, but they're still together. So I'm like thinking, Bob and Eliza, they live their life like it's golden, white picket fence, happy-go-lucky family, stuff like that. They have a kid, the kid ages up into a teen, and then now you think about it, they have separate beds, but they're like still together. But does that mean they'll break up eventually? I don't know. It's like its own soap opera when you really think about it. Like Bob and Eliza have been together for, I don't know, since 2014. They had a kid. The kid grew up. And I feel like down the line, if we ever get generations in The Sims 4, I personally just believe, I really just believe in my head, I really believe that one day that Bob and Eliza will get a divorce and Iggy Pancakes will be married. Like, do you all remember the Sims 3 Generations trailer? That one was rather interesting because it showed how, the Sims were elderly and then like did a flashback of like their childhood and how they kind of met, and like the whole like timeline was like so cool. I love that stuff. And so I think that maybe, possibly, Bob and Eliza will be just, gone forever. Like not gone, but like, separated officially. That sounds morbid, but I don't know. I just think it'd be very, not funny. No, not funny. I think it'd just be very interesting to see how it will work out in the end. I would personally love to build a family home for that game, for that expansion pack. If it's going to be an EP, cool. But can I build a house for that one? Because I'm a family game player and I love building suburban homes a lot. So I think that I would love to build a house one day for the Sims pack. It'd be kind of fun. Oh, this is the room that I had the most fun doing because using the module, like, objects in the game. I love that room. There's 4 bunk beds, and then I just went full out with everything. The room was like in snazzy, fancy, all that jazz. And personally, I do it again. I will do it again. I'll probably use all the bunk beds again because I feel like the bunk beds we have now in the base game are good. I do hope eventually down the line they'll give us more bunk beds in the future because I would love that customization for my Sims game, for my Sim houses. Especially if I'm going to build a lot more base game only homes, then I want to have more, but you never know what could happen. Who knows? Maybe get toddler bunk beds. Maybe even, I don't know. I mean, we have Murphy beds from Tiny Living. Now we have bunk beds in this pack and also base game. All we need left is toddler bunk beds. And then maybe also getting kid bikes and toddler bikes with training wheels, a tricycle. Like those would be like so cool to have like for mode for transportation. Like even though we don't have cars, I feel like we should get more bikes or like tricycles or walkers or anything like that. I don't know, but ultimately I think The Sims is great. It's forever changing, forever evolving, and this house is literally the perfect 100 baby challenge home you can ever think of and have in your game. But overall, if you do want to get this lovely house off of the gallery, all you gotta do is just go to Origin ID. My Origin ID is SpringSims, or under the hashtag SpringSims. Either one, you can find it there. All the stuff will be down below in the description. But either way, I hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below as always, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye!